did you learn going through that?
Never work with women.
Oh, come on.
There's truth in every joke. But it's a sad truth. Like, I will never be alone in a room with a woman that I work with, like ever again.
What?
It's too risky.
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No book of, I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jew with us.
What it do? It's your boy Jew, and we out here overreacting for you. More content, more clips. Make sure you like and subscribe. You heard? Get that Patreon. Stop playing with us.
I was about to say, you almost forgot that.
Nah, never that. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we got some special guests in the building with us. Ladies, let them know where they can follow you at.
Hello, it's your girl Alex the motherfucking weirdo. I'm sorry, I don't know if I can curse, but it's Alex the weirdo, aka Big Juice. You can follow me at Big Juice LX. The C as an X.
Hi, I'm Siri. You can follow me on Instagram at Sire versus Siri, SIRE.VS.SIRI.
Oh, here sound like an AI bot.
It was for sure sounding like Siri, for sure. Like,
No, I'm kind of high. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, shit.
It's KB, and you can follow me at KALYJADTNN on Instagram.
All right, listen, this next video was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers, and it deals with our boy Jason Derulo, man. He just had several sexual assault cases that was dismissed, and he was on an interview recently, and he had this to say. So we're going to play the video. We're going to come back and give our thoughts on it.
There was a lawsuit not too long ago by an artist that was like hired to your label that was dismissed.
Twice.
What did you learn going through that?
Never work with women.
Oh, come on.
There's truth in every joke. But it's a sad truth. Like, I will never be alone in a room with a woman that I work with, like ever again.
What?
It's too risky. That case was dismissed twice in two different states. And there's hardly no mention of it online. When that case was brought up, it was on every single blog, every single front page. And I lost so many brand deals, relationships off of a story that was not even slightly believable. She said I sacrificed a goat in a sexual ritual. All people read was the headline, right? And that's all it takes to lose everything. That's a crazy concept. I lost millions of dollars off of an arbitrary story that some woman told. Like a crazy, crazy story that some woman told. So, with that being said, how can I be comfortable being in a room with a woman that I work with and not feel like she can just say whatever she wants? It's like, it's not worth it to me.
Ladies, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm cracking up. I'm sorry.
I can start. I feel like his response was very calculated, but his trauma is valid. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to be in a room with like women anymore because he's afraid that somebody could lie, trying to get a lawsuit or money. Whether it's true or not, this is the first time I ever heard, like, my heart is like, you know what I'm saying? Because I fucked with Jason Derulo, so it's just like, it's like, I can't really give a fair judgment because I don't know the situation. I don't know shit about this, just outside this video. But that answer was very calculated. So I feel like some emotion lacked there. So something definitely happened. What? I don't know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Why do you assume something definitely? Because he said both lawsuits was dismissed. So there clearly
He
wasn't
got
enough.
money.
Yeah,
But he clearly wasn't enough.
No, it clearly wasn't enough to make a lawsuit out of it. That's
Did you
understandable, but things could have happened in there. I feel what she's saying. It could have went 50-50.
Bro, do you know how long it took them to get Diddy? It took thousands of niggas getting, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it didn't take them that long.
Not thousand, but no, they took Diddy dumb. I'm like, took dumb long to get Diddy, bro. They took dumb long, bro.
2 years. Like,
He was doing that, but him, it's only
From
two
years.
from years and stuff like that. His is
Since
two
we was
victims, so it's
16
easier to get
up.
those stuff dismissed. If it's not on a consistent basis, but if more people come out in the future, who's to, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's
second
easier
exactly
to
what
get it
she's
dismissed just because it's two people. If the evidence is there, the evidence is there. No amount of money that could just just make it go away.
Evidence, all right. Sometimes evidence could, all right. I get what you're saying. Evidence is there, but certain things just sound a little wacky. I ain't even gonna hold you. So I love Jason Derulo. You know what I'm saying? That's what we grew up on. I fuck with him. But as a man, I agree what he said. It's hard to work with women. I work with women. I'm a woman myself, so I understood what he said. And then men sometimes get caught up in situations with certain type of women. So I'm not putting past the negative or the positive. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do agree when he said she said some weird shit like sacrificing a goat or whatever that was. Like, okay, there are spiritual people in this world. However, that could have been something that she just could have said to, cover up anything else. But I don't put past him feeling like he could have touched on her or, probably thought she was a little sexy thing, got a little acquainted to something else kind of. And then it probably was taken too far. And then this is what happened after. But I feel like she agreed to it and he shouldn't be like penetrated for it. You know what I'm saying? Not penetrated.
Yeah, I was gonna say you sound some other shit
He
like
shouldn't be
Penalized.
Penalized
okay.
for it, So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, KB, what's your thoughts?
I don't know. I think that I'm just neutral in this situation. Like, I don't know who to believe. I'm not a fan, so.
Because you're not a fan, you can't identify with his situation.
I mean, I don't know him personally. So.
All right, you got a brother?
Yeah.
If your brother came and said that a woman accused him 2 times, even though he was a successful man, and then come to find out, all charges was dropped. Now your brother lost everything from his career because a woman said he did something that he possibly didn't do. It was proven in court that he didn't do it. The person also dropped the charges, and now he still loses everything.
That's different. You actually explained it differently from a.
Yeah, if that's
The video and what you're saying.
That's not what I got from the video.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what he
did. But no, you actually, as females, sometimes we might oversee something or
sister
not
code,
really
girl
listen.
code,
not girl code, but maybe girl code.
I did check. I'm not gonna lie. I really did check out certain points we were saying because it was just like I don't know if it was either triggering me or it was making me like what I'm saying, so I could have a more logical response and not from emotional base. That's why I said it's like regardless of the situation, something definitely did happen. It don't even have to be sexual. Anything could have happened. But that's what came out. Like you know what I'm saying. So yeah. And I feel like his trauma is valid from not wanting to be around women because that's a real PTSD. Now I feel like if I'm in a room with women, she could easily lie because I already have this one allegation and say this to get money come up. So I completely understand that.
I agree with that.
Cool. But the losing the career and all that stuff, like, truth be told, if he believe in God, like God's gonna vindicate him at the end. It always happens, so he don't gotta worry about it.
I mean, those deals, he lost the money here. God ain't gonna give him.
But it's not about that. He can make more than that. Like God can change your life tomorrow. It's not about.
It's tough for men to come back from these type of allegations, even when they are proved. Like look at Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp had to go through mad trials to be proven innocent, and he lost a lot of things. He's well off, yes, but imagine the people that's not as well off as Johnny Depp. Like you know what I'm saying?
Is, what would you do if you was in that situation? Because honestly speaking, what's done is done. So what would you do?
But that's why we have to have these conversations more because a lot of men feel like they are afraid to be alone in the presence with women because like again it don't even got to be somebody that's like Jason Derulo, the average person, like you know what I mean. That could be a thing. A lot of men losing their jobs between HR because they said they gave you a compliment and it wasn't even nothing sexual. They just gave you a simple compliment. Now you're going to HR and sexual assault and all this stuff. So men are just feeling like you know what? I don't even want to deal with this. I'd rather just protect myself, protect my peace. And if it's just like I have to make sure like there's other people around me when I'm around other women at work, especially at work or whatever the case is, then I have to. That's the best way for men to protect themselves. Like
because honestly speaking, females have to protect ourselves too. So at the end of the day, that's the reason why we have our wall up. So men are allowed to have a wall up too, but men choose not to have a wall up. They want to be extremely free spirited.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what you gotta do.
They allowed to be that way, and who gives a fuck who feels some type of way? Because at the end of the day, men go through trauma just as well as females. So maybe if men stand by how they feel and they put their foot down, and they set boundaries, then they wouldn't have these problems. That's just how I feel because females go through the same thing.
I understand what you're saying. But even if you got boundaries, all it takes for a woman is just to say, like, he touched me. It don't matter how much boundaries you got. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still being accused.
That I
Like,
agree
you know?
with. That
And,
I
and
agree with.
it's not even
wrong.
innocent until
That I
proven
agree
guilty.
with.
At that point, as a man, you are just guilty.
So
and now you
why
have to
don't
work your way to innocence. Like, you know?
So why don't you do your homework before you decide to say yes? And that's just reason why
Say
I'm
yes to
saying
what? Like,
working with somebody, and I as a woman, I'm gonna speak for myself, but I do have a son. So me raising a son and me also having a great father figure in my life, a great dad in my life, I still treat kings with respect. I still listen to y'all and I still give y'all a voice of reason and opinions, because at the end of the day, like, we're all human beings.
For sure.
But at the same time, maybe you guys need to, or I'm not just saying you guys.
Yeah, I get what you're
whoever's,
saying.
Maybe that guy needs to check off his list before he decides to say yes to certain things with females. Like, sometimes something might sound good and it might not be good. Somebody used to tell me the saying all the time, like, it might look good, but it just might not be.
That just comes in
that,
using discernment. Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like guys need to use their discernment, intuition more. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just more about, like, the type of characters you're around. Like, if you know this girl's a little bit more raunchy, she's more in the free spirit, you know what I'm saying? And, could come up problems, really analyze, why do I need to be in the same room as her? What does she has to offer me? If we're working in business and we're in a setting where there's other people in the room, there's no way she could lie, because we was never in a room where it was just me and you. You can't prove that. There's no situation. You know what I'm saying?
But guys shouldn't have to think like that, because, like she said, we're all human.
But we in a society where you have to. It doesn't matter what it's. You know what I'm saying? As a female, I'm not standing in the room with a bunch of niggas by myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight like that. A bunch of niggas I don't know. I'm not doing that.
And
you know what I'm saying? And that's me
it
being
should
smart.
be naturally. Like, it doesn't mean you have to do something. It's just naturally that's on your.
Always
When
protect
you
energy.
just think about it, in the real world, you walk into a room and you see something that's weird. You're not walking into a room thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna see something weird," But when you walk in there, you peep certain things and you be like, "Oh yeah, check, check, check." That's just for people who have certain things, trauma or whatever they went through. So they just like, all right, let me just take a step back first, but I see what's going on. Let me just figure it out before I enter the red flags. Maybe if guys do that too, like, all right, she look good, she a lawyer or whatever she is, she got good credentials. And just because you got good credentials don't mean you can't be a snake, don't mean you can't be a weirdo, However, save yourself. Like, maybe catch things on video, maybe record things before a hand time. Yes, it could be weird, but if you know it's not family related, if you know it's not somebody that you trust, save your ass first. That's just how I feel for a man.
Listen, we talk about this all the time. I think men should just walk around with the webcams, like IRL, like streaming, like they need
why we
body
can't do that?
cams, like,
Because you already seen with the Ray-Bans, niggas is weird recording people's asses and all that. It's like, I'm not gonna know, niggas it's some of y'all mans, they be weird. So it's like they took away that privilege, like, real freaking quick. Like,
nah, that is true, but men need to protect themselves, and the only way we can protect ourselves, it seems like at this point, is us wearing body cams.
discernment, intuition. Stop having anybody just around you. Like, niggas just always want to just be around bitches. And he's in the industry, so he in the industry full of lustful ass motherfuckers, male and female. So everybody
People
on
who
that
don't
time
have the right
everybody trying to
intention.
fuck themselves to the top. You around weird people. He's point period. So you got to know, if I was an artist, like, even if I was in the industry, I would not have nobody around me, not in the studio, none of that. If you not the producer, engineer, it's none of that. And the studio should have 24-hour surveillance. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we in work settings, it should be a work environment. There should be no extra little weird shit going on, no party or none of that. I'm working. I'm getting to the bag. When I'm having my leisure time, I'm going to have my leisure time. But I'm also going to be selective about who's going to be around me when I'm having that leisure time. And I think that applies for male or female. It doesn't matter.
I agree with Siri.
I feel like everybody keeps trying to have excuse. Oh, this, that. Like, woe me, woe all of us. I'm not going to lie. It's like both on the spectrum. Because just like a situation like this, somebody accusing him of raping somebody, there's girls who get raped and niggas don't believe them, and that shit get dismissed. So it's like both sides of the coin. It's about how we just move forward. Even though we don't like the response, that's what it is. Like,
I think that's why we have to acknowledge the women that's out here false claiming these.
And y'all wrong for that. Y'all really wrong for that, because y'all destroying people's lives. That's OD.
But yeah, I think that's why we need to address those women that are making these false allegations on men. Countless times.
No, absolutely.
Look, Chris Brown had to prove recently with multiple women. He had to have the messages and the thing. She was trying to say that he sexually assaulted her, Chris Brown got the case dismissed.
I feel bad in the situation.
What's the guy that's with Megan Good? You know, even his situation, he was running from a woman, and
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors, he's running from a woman, and we tend to, you know, give women the benefit of the doubt, and men are just guilty, just based off that, right? But we don't never condemn them women. I think those women should be charged.
Yeah.
With something
I
just as
agree
much
with
as I lose it. I'm losing stuff whether I win or lose this case. What the fuck? You get to live your life. No one knows who you are. We're not putting a face on. I don't know who this chick is, but we know that Jason Derulo just lost something.
Yeah.
We know that Chingy lost his career because a trans woman said they was in a relationship. You know, so countless times where men are losing, and women have nothing to say but, oh, you guys got to be smarter. What the fuck am I doing wrong about having a woman that is my business partner come in a room in the office or whatever the case may be, and now she's saying she got sexually assaulted.
It's
now
sad.
I don't want to say that some women aren't or not getting in that situation or not in harm, but the women that are playing these games takes away from the women that actually are going through this trauma.
Right.
And then even look at
That's
it.
true.
Some women do have these allegations because they know a lot of these artists are just going to settle because they don't want this going out into the court. You know what I mean? So
Shannon Sharp.
like Shannon Sharp, like so it's easier for these celebrities to just settle because even if it's not true because they don't like Shannon Sharp. He had to have all his dirty laundry aired out just for all of this. Like you know what I mean? So sometimes a lot of women I think they understand the game to a fault where they're like, yo, I'm just going to accuse him. The best possible outcome is he settle and I'll still get money. Like you know what I mean? So it's like it's unfortunate, but that's just how the game works.
I thought it was illegal though.
Women
I thought it was illegal to lie.
illegal, yes.
Yeah, like
but
I thought they would get arrested for that.
But however, it's sad to say that women, we have the upper hand for a lot of things. And I don't always agree with everything. You know, going back to what I said before, I do have a son. I don't want him to go through any of that. However, that is something that you guys know that we have. And until it stops, then that's something you guys have to protect yourselves with and make sure, it comes with a lot, but we never know who's telling the truth nowadays. You know, my house has to have a camera. If I decide to get a babysitter, my house has to have a camera in every room. In every room. Even though I trust the babysitter, I pay the babysitter, I made the choice to bring the babysitter in my home, I still have to have a camera in there because it's her word against mine.
For sure.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just sad to say as a woman, women always come first with everything because of statistics, because of domestic violence, because of history. You know what I'm saying? But men still have to not be so vulnerable, and you guys have to protect yourselves.
But you also know, like, let's say, I'm gonna use a hypothetical. Like, say John and Jane, they agreed to have sex, right? And then during mid-intercourse, she then wants to stop, and he stops, but she can then say, well, I changed my mind
mid-stroke,
and you grate me.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Stuff like that, you know, even when they say, hey, I was drunk, men are drunk too. We're both drunk. I'm not trying to take anything away from a woman.
I get what you're saying.
But I'm saying,
I've
like,
heard
just we both drinking, but I should know better. You get what I'm saying?
So that goes to what I just said.
What?
You have to take accountability of knowing what you're about to get yourself into because of those circumstances. You heard what you just said. Yes, I want to have fun. Oh, shorty look good.
So where's the accountability
on her?
Baby girl, Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Where's the accountability on her?
Because if you know a girl can be a weird ass hoe, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. A weird ass hoe, because you don't know who
you don't know.
No, let's go back to what you just said.
No,
let's just go back to that scenario that you said.
Yeah,
y'all drunk, y'all feeling good. Let's say you came from the club or whatever. I'm gonna say a weird ass hoe because you don't know. And I'm a girl's girl. Yeah. At the same time, I said what I said before. You don't know if she's doing this with multiple beds. You don't know about none of that. But if you have that right here, you know, we both have two conscience, excuse me. If you have that right here on your shoulder and you keep that in mind, baby girl, Sober up, not today. I'm gonna call you later. Get home safe.
Even if you take the drunk situation out of it, it can still happen. Mid-stroke, it don't matter.
No, then why are you stroking? Why?
What I'm
But
saying is,
but my question is,
I'm taking the alcohol out.
the
of it, right?
scenario's not making sense. This only makes sense if y'all just be fucking random bitches. That's what I'm saying. Like y'all just word too, because I'm saying like discernment, all that stuff. Get to know somebody. If I meet you the first day, why y'all fucking people y'all met the first day and they go,
oh what? This bitch is tweaking. The first day,
but I'm not saying the first day.
What I'm saying, Jason Derulo knew this woman.
That's the artist. Yeah, signed her. Yeah.
Okay.
They were
Artist
business
that
partners.
he had signed. That makes
Okay,
no
no,
sense.
you just switched the
decide
topic. What we was
to
talking about
on
was
your
not about
artist.
this shit.
One at a time. One at a time.
Sorry.
So I'm
Like, go
either
ahead.
scenario, I could be with a girl for months, and we finally doing it, and then mid-stroke she changed her mind, and that still can
Because
be
she's a weirdo.
Then that's not rape though. Then you
But it's
like,
not
all right,
rape.
you just
But
stop.
if she says it is,
But if she
it
says
is.
Didn't Mystical get charged for his wife? Or
then
whatever
you got
the
set
case?
up.
Yes.
But
And you
that's-
should have never
but-
hurt on
but
your
that's-
artist.
That's the problem that men are
Marriage.
going through.
And
Marriage.
I feel like,
He just said mystical. He was accused
but
of
I
doing
feel
it
like
to his wife.
What do y'all want
What?
us to say though? Because I feel like we go in circles. Like we
Right.
we addressed it, but it's like no other answers we could have.
I mean, I just heard that men need to do better on who they select.
Nobody
Yeah,
said
I
men
I
to
said,
don't-
I said use discernment. That's for anybody. Like literally,
It's not
like,
about doing better.
your
It's
discernment
just
up.
about being wiser. Because at the end of the day, like I said, regardless of whatever females go through, females have a wall up. A wall up. I feel like
think
men should have a wall
I think
up
what should
too.
in these conversations, both parties need to be held accountable.
Yes.
But for example, when we talk about Cardi B and how she was drugging men, we're not holding Cardi B accountable. We're saying, damn, the men shouldn't have put themselves in a position to be drugged by a woman. That way they got robbed. Like, no, that's not the correct answer. The correct answer is she shouldn't be drugging men. Like, that's the
No,
correct
that's
answer.
not what I
Like,
said.
no, I'm just saying, but
Okay.
this is how it comes off sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't know.
men need to do better. Why y'all going to strip clubs? If y'all know they drugging all the, like, no, like, they both got to be held accountable. That's what we trying to get to. Like,
Yes. But are y'all gonna go on strikes? What y'all gonna do about it as a whole? Because there's a lot of
I'm gonna follow
women.
Jason Lead. I'm
There's
not
a lot
gonna
of
be in the
women who
room
don't
with a
care.
woman.
Jason Derulo, like,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jason Lee to get the.
Oh, I said Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's good.
I said Lee.
Follow Jason
I'ma
Lee.
because you learning.
Oh, his lead. Okay.
That's good because you're learning from his mistakes and his trials and tribulations, and you know that you're somebody who's very valuable, and you know that you have a lot to lose. So now you know you would never put yourself in a situation like
Regardless
that.
if I had nothing to lose.
Even though that sucks and that's not what you would like, you know that you have to do this thing because the world we live in, bitches is scandalous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
it's
20
not
about to
telling
be
you smart. If you are smart,
2026.
you know. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna put yourself in a situation. You can't be like, oh, I want this to change so you could keep doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay tagged.
Yes.
Because it just sounds like you want an excuse to not be tagged.
Yes.
Everybody's playing the game. So
Yes.
you gotta,
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I want them bitches in jail. That's what
no,
I
and they should.
Yeah,
it's
lock
no
Cardi B
problem
up
with
first.
that.
And the more than with the
That's
jail,
nothing
I
wrong.
think some women would second guess
Well,
before
second
making
guess
these,
what
like,
they
you know.
do.
But
Yes.
there's no ramifications
But
because
the
we too
sad
busy telling the
part
men,
is that's
oh, y'all
not
need to
gonna
not put
change
yourselves
right
in that
now.
situation.
That's
Like,
what I'm trying to say.
So yeah, now we go on a strike. The bitches who be lying and doing that stuff need to go to jail and be held accountable.
Right. Fuck y'all.
that's fair, man. Like, anyway,
Don't mess up for the real bitches like us. Stop.
You don't
playing.
stop fucking up the real niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's getting very slim.
listen, let us know y'all thoughts in the comments, man. How do y'all feel about Jason Derulo, about what he said? How y'all handling the situation? Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments. Be sure to join the Patreon, man. We got the episode with the ladies on there exclusively, early access on the Patreon. Be sure to like and subscribe. We drop new content here every day.
Get
Cop the
that.
merch, man. Dailyrapupcrew.co. We see you guys in the next one.